Hey, what's up, guys? We've got Anhur versus Mercury here. Actually, interestingly, because I talk a lot about, whether Mercury can see any viability these days, and let's see if our boy Click Clack can do it. I've been fighting this guy quite a little bit here and there lately. He seems pretty good overall. I'm gonna go with the Sunder. I could go beads. I'll probably go beads second. Having beads against Merc is really helpful, but then Shield of the Underworld is also really helpful. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. I might go for the shield later on here. We'll see how I feel, like how I feel about the game. If I'm in like a big, if he's threatening me a lot, I might have to go beads, and if not, I can kind of just luxury go the shield. But he's a nice guy though, this Click Clack. At least I think he is. Seems like a nice guy to me. He started Sprint, which is interesting. Not a lot of people do that anymore. It used to be obviously the go-to out the gate with Mercury, because old Sprint, is so much better. Now 150-second cooldown on it though. That's the biggest drawback. And then of course the need to upgrade it for it to become that Fatalis effect on it. So it's got a lot of shortcomings that it has to, that you really have to take into account. So I don't think it's the greatest start. I feel like Sunder is just so much better. And in fact, you might not even want the Sprint in general. Like, it might just be that bad. It's probably a waste of the pillar. I didn't have the 2 up, when I wanted to. Smitten, thank you so much for the host. Smitten, I hope everything's been going well. Actually, are you here? It says auto host, so you might not actually be here. That's gonna be awkward. We'll see if Smitten's here. Otherwise, I'm gonna message here. Smitten is doing a big fundraiser right now, you guys. If you could check her out on Twitter, you'll be able to see everything. Everything that's been going on, and why she's in desperate need of some big help and a spirit bomb from the community as a whole. So definitely check out her Twitter so you can see like her twit longer, and definitely, if you can, please do donate to her. Hit him with it. Oh, up against the wall, son. That actually sounds terrible. That's an innuendo if I've ever seen one, and a potentially problematic one. All right, nah, we're good. Don't worry about it. Keep rolling with it. Keep rolling. Nah, she's not here, right? She's not here. This is auto host. So very sweet of her, anyway. She's the best. All right, so he's just bullying him. And that's really what you want to do here as Anhur against anyone. Almost any god, outside of like Uller. It's just such good potential to harass them in lane. He's slow immune during his 2, Mercury, and that's one thing that he has going for him up against Anhur, It's not the hugest thing by any means, but it's something. He got, completely pushed out here. But other than the sprint, I like to start Death Toll Boot 1 and just the pots is exactly what I think Mercury needs to go. Just get himself that little bit of sustain and, just help him try to survive that early. He's not going to ult there, I know that, because there's a full creep wave there. It'd be silly of him to go for that. Very little chance that he's going to kill me anyway. And he'd sacrifice a wave for it if he didn't. Alright, let's go. We got Warrior Tabby online. Get this thing. Just take a second. I don't want to sell my pots. I'm greedy. But he's putting up a good fight. And it looks like he is rushing straight into either the Hard Seeker or the Stone Cutting. Stone Cutting definitely being the better of the 2. I missed 2 creeps. Where the hell did those creeps go? What the fuck? Damn. It's rough, but we're still up in gold. Experience probably about even. Yeah, this matchup's really tough because Mercury has to get in on his opponent without taking too much poke, and Anhur is the king of just, you know, laying it on them from afar. So, okay. Ooh, I almost fucked that up. You saw my aim at first. I flicked my wrist like all the way to the other side of the screen, but then quickly caught it back. I've been talking about lately how I want to get much better with Anhur. He's one of my favorite gods. Whoops, as I flicked my wrist again. But yeah, he's one of my favorite gods, and he's a very mechanically demanding god at the top level. You know, if you're going up against like the better Anhurs. I had a big, you know, money match against Zap, or not a big money match, but you know, a money match against Zap recently in the Ditto, and it was something I wasn't very confident at. And I pretty much knew that it was going to go the way that it did, you know, 2-0 in his favor. You know, at least scraped the kill in both games. There was nothing too impressive on my end. And I've played this god for so long, but something in me just stops me from being consistent on him. Sometimes I'll pull off some like hype ass shit, and I'm like, damn, dude, I have a good Anhur. And then other times I'll just fucking suck so badly, and just I'll look so awkward, and it's not a pretty picture. And I don't know, I put a lot of pressure on myself, I guess, to perform well, and I'm on her because he can be a lot flashier and everything. So similar with Uller too, big thing with Uller. So yeah, I want to get more consistent there. But the problem is I don't play these gods that much. I play mostly on my other account where I'm not playing the tryhard gods. So it's tough for me as well because, you know, and Smite is definitely something that, you know, you want to keep in practice with the gods that that you need to perform well on. So it's tricky. But yeah, that impale into the pillar with Sunder is just such a deadly combination when you pair it with the ultimate, especially. Yeah, he's not gonna stop me there. We're in such a great position to just keep, you know, dictating the pace of this game. He went for the stone cutting, and notice he hasn't been able to make much of an impact here. He hasn't had any pressure or any counterplay. And the big reason, like I talked about before, with starting this this stone cutting being a problem, is it is so expensive. It's such a big investment for him that he's put into this one item, and you know, he's not gotten any defense online or, you know, anything that's. Oh, that would have been sick. I didn't. Nice. I respect that. All right, he's gonna dip. There we go. There we go. Didn't need anything else. Wanted to make sure it was as clean as possible after I messed up the initial jump over his ult, because I definitely scouted that, but I just did not react in time. I thought it was gonna come, you know, a little bit later than it did. Is really what it was. I should have tried stuffing it with the pillar. I did that a lot in Season 2 when Merc was being played a lot more. But since I haven't fought him in a while, I haven't done that in a while. But it's so fun and it's so crazy when you see it happen. Yeah, that video against Zap is up on YouTube. As well as, you know, in case you're looking for an NShadow win, a certain Apollo Ditto money match against Zapman, where I was feeling a little bit more confident, you know what I'm saying? Maybe made a little bit better plays, maybe was a little bit better at the god I was playing. But yeah, so that's on there too, so definitely check out both of those if you haven't yet. They're very fun sets. So yeah, like I said, this investment in stone cutting cost him a lot in this early game, but what else does Merc go in the early? Like, Heartseeker doesn't proc on his 1, so he's just in an awkward spot. It would only proc on his 3, and it's an investment to just, you know, you don't get to lead with the 3 that often and just go for that big ass damage to start, and then just safely get out against like an Anhur, you know? He doesn't want to waste his ult. Oh, if I could use the... Wait. Nah, he's too fast. He's way too fast. Holy shit. Stone cutting movement speed plus being Mercury. You know, really paying off there. This is great, obviously, because we're just gonna take this tower down with the amount of fucking pressure we have on her is just ridiculous, man. This guy hasn't done all that much wrong. It's like, am I dead? I took him with me. That's all I wanted. That was so silly of me, right? Because I could have just backed out of the tower at any point, but I really wanted to see if I could take that down. Really smart of him to pop the Shield of Thorns when he did, and great pickup of the Nemean Lion by him at this point in the game. Definitely, since he already got the the big damage item, he needed to couple it with some immediate defense in order to really box me here. So, but yeah, as long as I took him with me there, I'm happy. It's a win for him though, definitely a win for him, and I used both active, so definitely a win for him. But I was feeling a little silly, and I wanted to challenge, see how far I could go there. Good news is there's a big ass wave here for me. That's the best feeling. After you die, it's like the game is just there for you. It's just a huge wave. I don't give a shit that you died. I don't have much pen here actually, so hitting a lot of autos though. I'll tell you that much. Ugh. He doesn't have much life still here, whereas I do, so yeah, he's gonna. Okay, nice. I'm not gonna find him. Oh, that was cool though. That's like my favorite thing. I really want him to ult me here. He's not going to. Yeah, buddy! Scouted, my man. You're done here. It's over. After that, I'm actually surprised he didn't have 6. I was fiending for that. There's so much potential for me to land it just because I knew he wanted to ult there, right? We forced him into a position where it was such a good ult, right? It would have been the ult. Yeah, so I think a lot of it is like in matchups like this where I feel confident because I'm like, I'm outplaying this guy for the most part, right? It's different, right? It's different than a oh shit. Oh shit, that was close as fuck. Hold on! Oh shit, you creeps! Hold on. You got me. All right, you got me. I was talking, man. Come on, that was good. Really annoying that the creep's like so perfectly aligned for him there, though, man. Like, god damn, I felt like I was fighting through some sort of maze. They just kept swerving in his favor. My big problem was I just immediately threw the impale out instead of going for it. But yeah, so in matchups like this where I feel like I can flex without much backlash, I do really well. But in matchups where I've got something to prove, I'm up against somebody who I really want to beat. That's when it all falls apart, and I think that's common for anyone, and it's just amplified by these gods that do take a lot of technical skill. I don't want to sleep on this guy though, because he's like I said, when given the position, he seems to make the right play. Like, he played that well. His build is solid overall. I don't know about the Soul Eater at all. I feel like he's going this because of like old school Soul Eater Merc. Like back in the day, I'd definitely be down, but like now this Soul Eater. Oh shit, I couldn't find it. Oh, I found it at. That's cool. That's cool. He didn't want to have to ult there, When you're through the wall, you never want to have to ult because you feel like you're pretty much halfway out the door, right? But Anhur just pulls them back. Yeah, so Soul Eater now is just not the option for him. He might just have that same sort of case that I do, though, where it's like, what the fuck do I build at this point with Mercury? Both of my deaths have been from, like, gross gross instances of overstaying, clearly. Not to say that he didn't play it, though, well, you know, he definitely did, but just way too much silliness on my part. Let's go fortunes. So as long as I don't do that, you know, I kind of just have this one in the bag based off of the early lead that we established and the matchup, obviously, like I said, Anhur just is too hard for Merc to overcome. Anhur, Uller, Apollo, all of these top-notch ADCs just completely destroy Mercury when played correctly, and Mercury doesn't snowball. If he snowballs, he's got a chance, but it's really hard to do that. Whoa, buddy. There we go. I hate this because those creeps are going to make a reset. Thanks, guys. GG. That was a fun one.
What do you say today? Not today.
Tell him.